So the first thing I would say is really understand the problem and then determine what the best solution is to do it. So back to, sort of the choice and the tools you have access to. A best practice is really, before you try and solve it with, everything's a Kafka solution or everything is an API management sort of solution, really take time to understand what it is. So that's what I would say is my first recommendation. The second one is a bit played out now, but people talk about API first and really kind of focusing on that. That is absolutely a best practice. If you think about the advent of cloud native, having a very defined API strategy, exposing all your services via APIs, that's something I still don't see every agency that I work with doing, which is a little surprising. So really taking an API first approach, and then if you're doing things correctly, you're building a lot of microservices which propagate a bunch of APIs, which should in essence require some form of management for those. So API first and really having some kind of API management strategy. And then the third thing is, I also touched on a little bit, is treat your integration platform like a first-class citizen, just like a lot of your other applications. So if you go to most agencies, they'll have their core applications that provide functionality to the user base, the citizen, the soldier. And a lot of times it's like, yeah, and this team over here does integration, right? You really have to view your integration platform like it's an application in your portfolio and resource it as such, modernize it as such. So I think those are probably the biggest three I would recommend.